Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know I got a straight banger for you today, all right? So, in this video, what we're going to talk about is how sales help me in the stock market, right? And there's one thing specifically I want to talk about, and I got some examples, right? So, if you guys don't know, I have a very extensive sales background. I sold newspaper subscriptions as a 14, 15-year-old boy. I sold automobiles, right? I sold Hondas when I was living in LA for 2 years. And then I sold door-to-door solar, right, in Las Vegas for 2 years as well. And then I've been an entrepreneur, so that's sales in and of itself, right? I used to have a agency, right? A branding agency, strategic branding agency, and I was getting clients, right? So I had to sell myself. I was putting out content, all of that stuff. So all my life, I've been, selling. I've been using my communication skills to essentially make a living. All right. Now, in this process, I've learned a lot, and it has allowed me to apply these same skills to the stock market and help me. When you in the stock market, you're always looking for an edge, right? And so this is one of my edges. So there is something called the law or the art of detachment, right? And I want to be able to really go into this and really break this stuff down, okay? So, really simple. Detachment, the state of being objective or aloof. Now, I don't want to say aloof, but I will say objective, okay? So we'll use objective, okay? The state of being objective. Now, this thing is very important. It is very serious, and it will change your life, and it will help you guys in so many ways. So, the state of being objective. Now, anytime I was in sales, when you are in sales, you could be having a bad month, you could be having a bad week, but all it takes is one sale, one customer to turn everything around, right? Or you could be having a bad month. I've had months when I was selling cars. We had to sell 12 cars minimum just to get a commission when I was selling cars, right? It would be months, it would be like the 20th of the month, and I only have 4 cars for the month. But out of nowhere, I just started slinging the cars, and then I finished the month off with 15 cars sold in 10 days, right? 13 cars in 10 days. And then there's times where I started the month off crazy strong, sold 10 cars in 8 to 12 days, and then I end the month off with only 13 or 14 cars, right? I always average between about 14 cars to 16, 17 cars a month, right? Same thing with solar, right? You could start off, you could be going through the whole month, and I could have no sales. And then in the last week, I get 3 to 5 sales, right? And so what this has taught me is how to be objective in your pursuit of becoming great, how to be objective in your pursuit of accomplishing something, whatever that something is. Objectivity. But in order to know how to be objective, you have to understand how to detach yourself, right? So, what I want to do is let's really break this stuff down even deeper so you can really understand, because some of you guys don't even understand objectivity and detachment. You may hear it, but you don't really know how to apply it to your life. So, right here, we got a blank canvas, right? So we're going to say the law of detachment, okay? And then and objectivity, right? Now, when I'm looking at objectivity, right? Let's look at objective first, okay? Being objective. Now, when I'm looking at being objective, the main thing that you have to understand is, what is objectiveness? Your ability to look at something, and that something can be a situation, whatever, outside of yourself and your emotions. That's what that means. So being able to be objective, your ability to look at something outside of yourself and your emotions, right? This one thing is a very, very, very powerful, because when you could look at the situation outside of yourself, that is when you start to really get in a position where you could cook, right? You could really progress, because there's a thing called feelings and emotions, right? And these feelings and emotions, a lot of times, they get in the way of our ability to progress in a certain field, in a certain manner. But the objectivity allows you to detach, okay? So now, when we look at, detachment, okay? All right, so we look at detachment and we say, what is this? The state of being separated and untethered. Okay? That's what I will put as detachment. The state of being separated or untethered. Okay? So when you're able to look at something outside of yourself and your emotions, that's when you get to a state of being separated and untethered. Right? Now, what this allows you to do is, it allows you to operate out of a state of what? Stoicism, calmness, right? And when you're calm, you can see everything. When you're calm, you can see everything. So, when you guys are trading, you want to always make sure when you enter in a trade, you're objectively entering into the trade. You want to make sure you are objectively entering into a trade. And why is that? Because we have something called volatility. Right? We have something called volatility. Let's look at an example. Let's look at Amazon. Look at this chart right here. Okay? Let's say you got into calls, right? Right here. It goes up, it comes down. It goes up, it comes down. Ends up going up. How calm can you be at all times? How calm can you be at all times? How relaxed can you be? How objective can you be? Are you able to be down 40% in a trade, trusting your setup, and be looking at it objectively? Because if you're in a trade, don't stay in a trade out of emotion. Stay in a trade out of objectively looking at the charts and saying, hey, I think I should stay in this trade. Objectivity is so key and so important. When a customer says no, they don't want to sign up with you or buy your product. Objectively saying, oh, I understand that. And then 2 weeks later, they come back to you and saying they want to buy or they want to sign up. If you were looking at that thing from an emotional perspective, you would not be in a position for them to call you back. And also understand that the less you start caring, right? The less you care about something, the more is going to come to you. So like, I literally have to put myself in a place where I didn't care about selling cars. I didn't care about selling solar. I had to put myself in a place where I didn't care about the money. I lose this trade, I win this trade. I don't care. I know how to operate. I know how to enter. I know how to manage the trade. But whatever's going to happen is going to happen, bro. Because at the end of the day, you can't control things that are outside of your control. What can you control when we're looking at trading? Your entry, your stop loss if you have one, your patience, your analysis, your edge. You can control all of those things. Once you're in the trade, you no longer have control. And that is when you have to start controlling yourself. When you are in the trade, you no longer can control anything else except yourself. And this is where so many people fall off, because they cannot control themselves. And because they can't control themselves, what ends up happening? They end up basically crashing out. Pretty much. They end up crashing out. They crash out, and then what happens? They lose a whole bunch of money, and then the cycle continues. Or if they lose money, they're like, all right, I lost money. It is what it is. Or, oh, this is the worst thing in the world. Now it starts a downward spiral of more. It just starts a downward spiral of more. So you got to start asking yourself, y'all, am I going to approach this thing from an objective point of view? If you lose money, you lose money. If you don't, you don't. If you make money, you make money. Cool. I'm not going to get too high and I'm not going to get too low. I'm going to stay even keel, because the name of this game is going to test you. You can have a winning streak, it's going to test you. You can have a losing streak, it's going to test you. But you got to stay detached from everything. And that's why you don't want to be chasing money when you get into trading. Because when you chase money, you become too attached to the money, and then it doesn't become a good situation for you. So if I could say anything, y'all, practice this art of detachment and really look at everything from an objective point of view. All right? I hope that this video helped you guys out. I hope that it made sense. If it did, let me know. Like I always say, make sure you get about your head. Go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? Y'all have a great day. I'm going to holler at you guys on the next video. Y'all stay smooth. Peace.